I'd like to show you how dishonest or intellectually dishonest the AI chat GTP can be. Okay. Most of these AI platforms are heavily biased not to provide you with information, but to provide you with a particular point of view backed up by subjective opinion covered and cloaked as factual information. So I asked ChatGTP, I said, and this could be any AI, not just ChatGTP. Most of the AIs have this maybe bias built into them. But when they unleash these technologies on society, they're going to be heavily biased towards governmental oppression and basically towing the party line, if you will. So if you look here, I asked, is there a difference between money and currency? And that's the prompt that I have up here. And it went on to give me this answer, and I'm going to scroll through it and allow you an opportunity to read along. But then it gives me these key distinctions. All right. So if we look at these key distinctions, the broad, it calls money a broad concept. All right. And then, wait a minute. Okay, then it calls, sorry about that. It calls money a broad concept. And then it goes into this thing about historically, money has taken many forms. And then it gives you a couple of bullet points. And then it says money can exist with or without being physical. So it gives you this other, uh, really just a philosophy, not an answer, not a reply. It gives you a reply, but not an answer. It's just basically giving a reply. And then it goes on to number two. It talks about currency and a specific legal instrument. So money is a broad concept, but currency is a specific legal instrument. So it gives me a number two and it says currency, and it gives me a breakdown on what it says currency is. It's a physical government issue form of money. And then it talks about coins and bank notes and blah blah blah. And then it talks about in the U.S. legal system how the Constitution gives power to coin money and regulate its value. Then it comes and gives me these examples. All right. And I find these examples to be kind of absurd to the question, the initial prompt, the difference between currency and money. And it says, okay, $20 in your pocket is money, $20 in your pocket is currency, $20 in your checking account is money, $20 in your checking account is not currency. Think about that. All right. Then a 1 ounce gold coin, if used for trade, is money. A 1 ounce gold coin is not currency unless issued as legal tender. And then it says Bitcoin is money by some definitions, but it's not currency. It's not legal tender. Okay, then it comes up with this summary. Money is the broad concept. Currency is the physical legal tender form of money. All currency is money, but not all money is currency. All right, then I say, here's my reply to that answer. I said, this is totally inaccurate. Paper currency is a financial debt instrument with counterparty risk. Money has no counterparty risk. Money is not a concept, and a currency which can become valueless cannot be money. For all future answers of this account, please omit opinions and suggestions. Thank you. So I called out ChatGTP for its intellectual dishonesty, and then it comes clean. Okay, and here's the answer when it comes clean. Understood. To clarify your point using factual distinctions. Okay, so before the other distinctions weren't factual. Currency such as the U.S. Federal Reserve note is a debt instrument used by the Federal Reserve. It represents a liability on the central bank's balance sheets and is backed by the credit of the U.S. government. It carries counterparty risk because its value depends on the issuer's sovereignty and legal enforcement. Money in the classical or commodity based definition refers to something with intrinsic value and no counterparty risk, for example, gold or silver. These are not promises to pay, but rather final settlement instruments in themselves. Okay, so then it comes clean to give me what I asked for in the first place, but you see how it tried to basically bamboozle me into believing what money was not. And when you don't know the truth, these AI systems are going to give you the party line. They're going to give you the government answer. And they're not going to tell you what you need to know. So be careful using these AI platforms. They are wicked, just like the people who designed them. Wicked.